Welcome to the Super Spy Podcast. We want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's right, rock stars. You heard it right. We want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because I'm telling you, we are hearing a lot of lies out there. And here is the problem that this creates. When lies are told to you every day, when lies become the normal way of communications, when lies start to outweigh the truth, then the truth starts to be unbelievable. The truth becomes an inconvenience. Now, why do I say that? Because when lies are so rampant that it is a part of our everyday life, then the truth creates a burden. That burden is the burden of thinking. And humans, I don't care who you are, they really don't care to carry that burden. The burden of thinking about what is true and what is not true. And we are exhausted. We're exhausted from fighting that vid. We're exhausted from being locked up, from wearing masks, from being isolated, from not seeing our families or friends. We are worn out, and right now we're trying to brace ourselves for yet another lockdown because that's what the rumors are starting to tell us, and we don't know what is true and what is not true. Right now, we are seeing videos of the infamous Fauci coming out where in the past he is flat out telling an interviewer that the best way to fight a flu is to get the flu, to allow your body to build the immunity. And here he is explaining how it works, yet fast forward to these past couple years and you wouldn't believe that he was saying those things. But see, we are so used to lies and we don't know what the truth is that a lot of us are saying, no, this must be a doctored video. You know, we cannot even recognize the truth anymore. So this, man, I'm going to tell you the truth is just a rare thing. But let me hit you up with some facts and then you'll see where I'm going with this. In 2017, two male to female transgender athletes named Terry Miller and Andrea Yearwood. They finished first and second in a 55-meter dash in Connecticut's Prep Indoor State Track and Field Championships. Now, Miller set a state record in that race. Three of their rivals filed a federal discrimination lawsuit and claimed that the state's transgender policy was costing them not only the wins in that race because they were the top of their field before these transgenders showed up, but it also cost them potential college scholarships. Now, Connecticut is one of those states, and there's a few of them that allows transgender individuals to compete in high school competition with the sex with which they identify. And they're not required to undergo any hormone therapy, testing, or surgery. Now, I don't want you to get the wrong idea, okay? Is there anything wrong with transgender athletes? No, absolutely not. Just let them compete in transgender leagues. Is it that hard? I'm going to get to something about that later on. Now, we may think that these male to female athletes have the right to compete in athletics under the gender that they identify as, but what about those women who have worked so hard to get to the top of their field? Are their rights crapped on because we do not want to offend people who don't feel like being male anymore? Now, I know that sounds crazy. That sounds like I'm hating on them. But it is crazy. But the problem is, where is all of this going to end? Now, here's the funny part. Psychologists now are weighing in on the male to female transgender in sports situation here. Okay. They have weighed in saying that it is a motivator to allow the students to play sports, that there is ample evidence that an opportunity for adolescents to participate in sports results in positive outcomes such as better grades, greater homework completion, higher educational and occupational aspirations, and get this, improved self esteem. Really? For who? What about the self esteem of those young ladies who lost out on scholarships or the right to call themselves state champions? And if you truly believe that there is nothing wrong with allowing male to female athletes to compete against natural born women, then please don't ever talk about women's rights, because this movement has destroyed the women's rights movement. And it's because of a selfish act of ignorance. If you really want to build self-esteem of the MTF, as they're calling it, the male to female athletes, give them their own league. Allow them to compete with others who share in their identity, because it not only becomes an athletic event for them, but it will also be an opportunity to share with others who can truly identify with what they're going through. Wow. Does that make sense, psychologists? That is the esteem builder. Right now, you are crushing the hopes of young women who are working their butts off to get to where they are. Right now, your blindness, your laziness in finding a correct solution, your ignorance to the truth is destroying the lives of young women athletes and creating, please listen carefully, this is creating a crisis in female identity. I said it. A crisis in female identity. My gosh. And let me tell you where this crisis is coming from. It's coming from your chosen leaders. On the first day of the 2021 congressional year, new rules were outlined for gender neutral language in the US Congress. You heard me. The US Congress had new gender neutral language rules that were given to them, and guess what? They have to stick to them. Himself and herself will be replaced with themself. Chairman will become chair. Seamen, that's right, seamen will be replaced by seafarers. Mother, father, daughter, son, sister, and brother will be replaced with terms like parent, child, and sibling. Here's a good one, something they really need. Submit his or her resignation, which I wish most of them would do. That will be replaced with resign. He or she serves and he or she holds will be replaced with such member, delegate, or resident commissioner serves or holds. And then this is a good one because I've never understood what this was, but Office of the Whistleblower Ombudsman will now become Office of the Whistleblower Ombuds. Guys, I can't make that crap up. And I'm sorry, I'm a little frustrated about this because I really feel that I would like to apologize right now to whoever that young lady is that's listening that has aspirations to be the first female president of the United States because Congress has made it clear that there will never be a female president of the United States. They have made it absolutely clear by their edict, if you will, that there will never be a female president. We are living in a land of lies, and women have been marginalized. This misogynistic world of Congress and the good old boys club have won again because of sellouts like Nancy Pelosi. And I believe that she is the one that came up with these rules because she and her wicked witch of the East sister, Hillary, will never be president. So why not ruin it for everyone else? But in all my anger, I am proud to say congratulations to Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. She is the first. Oh, wait. I can't say she is the first black woman to be confirmed to the Supreme Court because, well, golly, that's not gender neutral. So right now, we cannot, and I'm getting really mad right now, we cannot celebrate a black woman's ascension to the Supreme Court just because our inept leadership does not want to identify gender, because identifying gender would offend less than 1% of the nation. The White House could not even acknowledge her being the first black woman to be on the Supreme Court. It's on their website. Not once do they say, congratulations, she is the first black woman. And I know what some of you guys are saying. Hey, that's not what's important. What's important is she was the best qualified. They didn't pick her because she was a woman. Shut up. Okay? Here's what Justice Brown said, and I applaud her for it. See, they had the ceremony of sorts. They didn't have the real ceremony yet because, she's kind of like the justice in waiting, if you will, because the other guy's still in, but he is going to step down. But here's what she said, and I love her for this. She made sure to remind America that and quote, this is her quote, it has taken 232 years and 115 prior appointments for a black woman to be selected to serve on the Supreme Court of the United States. How about that? But let me tell you what, you could be damn sure that if the next judge is transgender, that nomination is probably going to result in a federal holiday. But let me calm down. Let me take a sip of water here. I salute Justice Jackson for her incredible record, her accomplishments so far, because I'm really hoping she accomplishes great things while in the role of justice, and the great example that she has now become for other black women aspiring to be great. And I pity the political hacks who continue to cloud the truth, and not just about gender, but about everything. You know, sorry, Congress, no, the economy is not crashing because of Putin. And no, the food shortages are not uh, because of supply chain woes. And no, it really is a good idea to start producing our own energy again. Congress, you need to stop lying. Today, America is weary of your lies. We're tired of it. I don't know one person who is right now celebrating the accomplishments of Congress, either side of the aisle. But I am sure of one thing, I'm through. I'm tired. And I want the lies to end. Super Spy is out. Okay, rock stars. get on Amazon or Barnes & Noble and buy my books. Why? Because I don't think they're going to be movies anytime soon. Do it today.